Hello, hello. I hope that this is working. Is that actually working now? Ah. Hey, okay, good shit. All right, fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am hopefully gonna have a monitor on my screen here so that I can see exactly what you guys are seeing, and then I will go get um I'll go get the actual thing that we're working on after cleaning off this desk here, and we'll be good to go. We'll open her up. We'll be good to go. We'll open her up. Good. Now I can see that it's actually working. We'll be good to go. We'll open her up. Good. We'll be good to go. We'll open her up. Good. We'll be good to go. We'll open her up. Good. All right, fantastic. Yeah, you should be looking at it real nice. That'll be a good companion for us. I was hoping that it would be running um, during the show, but time has run out, as you guys can see. It's been a busy day. All right, so I'll start cleaning it up. Just use this table. Hopefully everything will be set up well. I might have to like back up the camera or move this desk in or something like that just so we can see it. I don't have a fancy multi-camera setup or any of that nonsense. I only got so much, you know. I can do in a single day, single event. There we go. Oh. How's everybody's day been? Can't tell if I'm live. Hope I am. Looks to be. Okay. We got all the LTT drivers in the world. SV08 regular and Toolhead sucks. Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons we got the Max. So we wanted to get it so that we could see how to improve it in the future. So like, it's a big deal having a 500 millimeter build load, right? You got a half a meter, half a meter, half a meter. So if one of the things that we're good at is making functional tools, right? So if we can provide value by creating alternate hot ends and extruders, that's something that we really wanted to overall. So, pretty excited to unbox it. Plus, for the price, it's fairly compelling. The LGX Pro and Shuba Champ on standby. I save a custom computer work out. I've been kind of studying the model that they have, and I didn't really see anything like terribly off about it. The toolhead itself, well integrated compared to everything else. Spider fans would be nice, considering all the reviews that say this is loud. Well, I mean, we're gonna find out. I'm not exactly in an amazing environment for noise. Like I really don't notice. We run like CPAP fans and all that kind of stuff. So like we're fairly noise tolerant. I have my air compressor running in the back, as well as the machine and everything like that will be running maybe during the stream if we get done fast. But yeah, just some thoughts. Clogging was a bigger issue. Well, how can they be clogging if the fans are loud? That doesn't make any sense. Well, how can they be clogging if the fans are loud? So, all right. Oh look, broken tap. All right. So all of the tools are off. Get this wipe down, and then we're gonna go get. I'm gonna go get it from the other building. By other building, I mean literally just the wall behind me, to be honest. Go, simple green, go. All right, I'm gonna go fetch that real quick. How's this for printer on shoulder? Oh, Mr. E, it's going well. Going well. Going well. It's a good size box. I mean, I am a recipient of not 1 but 2 gigas. We ship with crates, like not 1 but 2 gigas. It do be how it be. Like it do be how it be. Empty my pockets. Out of here. Box opener. Out of here. And let's see here. How's the camera look? And let's see here. Oh, I'm at the. Move the table, I think. Move the table, I think. All right. Ton of reverb. Yeah, I know that the autofollow is putting in work for me, Mr. Tiberian. I know that the autofollow is putting in work for me, Mr. Tiberian. I know that the autofollow is echo. Oh. Yeah. Oh. How about now? Okay. So I think my desktop audio, which is playing back the video into my ears, was playing back itself to the stream. Did I fix it? Okay, good deal. Yeah. I'm trying to make sure that I'm coming through. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it was me watching the playback, coming back, and dealing with that. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Hey, all right, that is about as far back as I'm willing to put her. So we got our SV08 here. Should be pretty fun. We just got this in earlier today. It's actually supposed to come tomorrow. FedEx actually beat their estimates by 1 day, which is rare. They always like miss for like 3 days or whatever. Yeah. Mr. E, yeah. So this machine is actually just to talk about it a little bit because I'm sure I chose the spot for unpacking for a reason because I do really like it. It's beautiful, but this is a huge machine for the bar size, and that's a good thing because all the service and all the tool changing and stuff like that I can do kind of like really easy. Like I don't have to like cram in there like the door. Um, the door is, you know, I can touch everything without really having to try. Versus another machine, like the door opening might only be like this tall, and then it's just cursed, you know. So like I'm really grateful for that. I mean, I'm sure it drove the cost a little bit to have more sheet metal, but overall, I'm really excited to keep running this machine here, and then have a review of it because this is number 3 in the country, actually. So there's this is serial number 17, and the rest of them are in Europe. I have 1 of 3 in the country, and the other 2 are actually owned by one company. So I'm the second company to own one of these in the States. So pretty exciting there. But yeah, we'll about that later if we have time. So I'll do a terrible job of opening this up here, and we'll kind of get going. Nick, is this the new nozzle maker? Yes, it is. It's Hotend in general, actually. So what I've been working on is actually producing tube heat sinks. I wish I had another camera here, but I didn't get time to set that up. I do have some spare cameras, but this is making tube heat sinks out of 1-inch bar, and then it'll make anything in a 32 millimeter diameter, which is about 1.25 inches. So it's going to make everything tube related. It's going to make everything Pika related, and nozzles and all that kind of stuff are all going to be made right here. It's an immensely powerful machine. So I'm very, very happy about it. Otherwise, we'll keep on opening it up. Does anybody know if YouTube will actually save this, or do I have to enable that in settings? Because I want to save this, but I don't have the hard drive space locally on my 256. I'm just gonna make sure. Okay, they save. Is it like a default? Okay. I'm just gonna make sure because. Why did it do this? I don't know. Yeah, like I that's the thing. I kind of wanted to be able to, work on this stuff after. So that's why I want to make sure. Because this is my first live stream I've done, ever really. So it's pretty good. Okay, details in the studio. Okay. Like I was pretty happy. Live chat, live replay, live reactions, messages. Okay. So I will just assume that it is working correctly. So yeah. Well, we'll keep going. So all that work, and now all we're at is barely getting the box open. Okay. So it's pretty simple. They have nice printed paper. Looks like it is literally just 9 steps. There you go. It's 9 plus step 1 is broken apart into 4 steps. So we have assemble the base, pins and stuff like that. Yeah, this should be pretty straightforward. user manual. We'll put it over here. We will control this. Other than that, looks like no, don't worry. We broke yet another one of our Hotends today on the heating, cheating, whatever. So no, we need it. Also, don't be like me. Actually, make back and well, kind of makes sense. I mean, I just made it out, to be honest. So in here we got a whole bunch of little pockets. This is just nice. They really made nice work. Touchscreen. Nice plastic. Reassembled Toolhead assembly. I've unraveled the beast. We got the Toolhead here. And the cover is sealless with actual hard retention points. So it's hard retention points and then magnets on top of it. So it's actually like better than bamboo because I really don't like that it can fall off. It's kind of better. It's got a part cooling fan in the front. Then so they provide. Yeah, it's a pretty long Hotend. I know you can't see it. There we go. All right, so like it's a pretty long Hotend, but I'm talking quieter, I think. Or the phone. Is that better? So like, that's a huge error right there. So yeah, it feels pretty good. But crunchy Hotend, yeah, it's definitely it's definitely pretty big. I'm not exactly a fan of the fact that it looks to be brass with a hard steel nozzle. Like that's not my favorite part. I mean, they might be intending on selling upgrades in the future or something, but not for me. Not a big fan overall here. They have a wheel on the backside. I really like the speed. Oh, it looks literally like an orbiter. It's kind of stuff in here. And then the toolbar on the front, and fan on the side. It's a neat setup. They've definitely done their homework. Otherwise, we have an auxiliary cooling fan, and then the current sensor down here as well. Curious to see how that'll compare. This end stop switch is like not here. It is huge and durable. I love that. And then their all-in-one injection molded frame. I really like that. Yeah, I like that it's all and then you just kind of put together. And the only thing that really comes apart and puts together for the cover is just this. It has one connector, and it's actually held on with not only magnets, but with actual positive potential stuff. And the magnets looks like one of them just fell out. Track that statement, or maybe that's further enhanced my statement. Very neat. You know what? I forgot to tell everybody I was live on the Twitter and stuff like that. So hold on, please hold. And then go. Hello, Michaela. How's it going? Oh, I am fantastic. Today, other than aforementioned tariff shenanigans, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. All right, we got that all set up now. So now everything looks far saner. Okay. Yes, those pesky tariffs. So welcome Digital Dragon, welcome Ethan, Garage. Hello. Yeah. Wasn't expecting to get a bill for $42,000, $3,000 meters. So that was really cool. That's resolved, thankfully. Livestream Terras are made in the section behind us. And then we did go through a little bit of the machine behind us. For now. Go back and then as for Stephen, there's some noise. Yes, I am area. I don't have the rest set up here. I have a 1 horsepower air compressor over there, a machine here, and blowing at me because this is audio as well as radio. So I will do my best to talk up and deal with that. That's just reality. Oh, so just as a reference, like this is the area that I get to record it. So I get this fan, and then this machine. The audio is doing its best. I need better. Yeah, yes, I do. So I do have this mic here, and this mic actually was producing worse results than yeah. So anyway. All right, we'll try. All right, we'll switch over to the other mic and see what happens. No, move flap, guys. The sound is coming in. The recording should be at least is from my headset. It's good now. All right, well let's see what OBS is saying. Don't move an inch. Okay. Well, it should be from the headset. If it's not from the headset, I'm confused. Oh, yeah, sure shit. Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense why I wasn't behaving well then. All right, we will we'll resolve that. We'll move some stuff around. Open the SV08. Okay. Apparently I hard set up the Okay. Yeah, I mean, for all the people who are just joining, I was a little bit late because I was trying to set this up in Linux because I normally run Linux on my framework, and it did not want to do anything with that camera. Like it was like washed out and horrible. So I had to flip over to Windows so that I could run the OBS bot or whatever shenanigans and call it a day. So okay, well apparently it's dealing with that. So I'm just gonna talk to that then, and call it good. So anyways, we got the box. It says to do the thing with the instructions on a gray piece of paper. So it wants us to do the base first. There's 4 steps to the base. We have a couple bolts and stuff like that. Cut off the flap of the box. But I like this box. I'm gonna unpack some stuff. Flapgate, yes, yes. No, I mean, the box is gonna go away as soon as we're done unpacking. I can put it on the floor otherwise. The box must die. Okay. Hello, Puma. So we got. So this is what I love to see. So this is like steel. It's just steel corner gussets. This is glorious. I am very appreciative of this steel and everything. So we will put the we're gonna do the pile strap now because I want to get this box out of everybody's way so that people can quit complaining about the audio. Maybe someday I'll have headphones or whatever. I thought by having a nice camera, stuff like that, I'd be doing okay, but alas. Okay, so there is the gantry. About is pre-assembled. And like, this is so nice. We will continue to complain about the audio. What? Okay. Here, let's switch it over to my in-ears and see what happens. Okay, so now it should be my in-ears. So I hope that this will be a little bit better. Yes. I turned myself down in the thing, but I'm trying to get back to my own stream of all things, just so I can hear myself to make sure that I'm not killing y'all. Oh, there's a warning. Just trying to. Okay, I'll hear myself talk. Okay, whatever. If everybody's happy, I can keep yapping. All right? Everybody good? Y'all better be good because I'm just moving on. All right. Fantastic. So, back to shenanigans. So it has a touchscreen. It has a filament booster assembly. So this is, I think this is not only for buffering, but I think this has a motor in it, actually. Yeah, so there's a stepper motor actually in here that, hold on, let me zoom in. So there's actually a stepper motor in here that will be boosting the filament pulling. So it has a built-in just booster assembly to pull it through with like a belay and everything like that. Sorry, I was trying to follow my hand here. I'm gonna zoom out. Come on, you can do it. There we go. So the nebula is going. So this is really nice. I've been wanting to make these for my own printers for a long time. Like we currently kind of hack it out with a orbiter and is it like an AMOS light filament feeder thing? It's it's a booster. It's a filament it's just an extruder plus a buffer. So this will like keep all of your spool turning while it keeps going. So it's not like an AMS light. It's like just a booster. I mean, it's plenty useful for AMS stuff. Like we have trad racks that I want to hook up to this, but it's not necessarily the same thing. So yeah, and I think that's it for the top layer. Other than the actual top. So this is the top ring here. So this is a whole bunch of custom aluminum extrusion. I like that I already have marking from the disassembly process, but it's nice. Like these look to be die cast in the corner, and then extrusions that are tapped and drilled and finished up on the sides. Built-in PCBs up here. Like this is just a square frame, right? And it's stiff. Like I'm genuinely impressed. And this is why extrusion is just sometimes so hard. Because this probably, even with all the post processing, this probably costs far less than equivalent 2020 beam, while still being 2 to 3 times as stiff and easier to assemble. Like it's, Lee Eckert. It's kind of like it has a belay plus the actual motor itself. All right, so I think that's it for that layer. We'll throw this over here because why not? And then we have the Z towers. So apparently this one has markings for some color or something like that. Blue for filament. No, not filament, just filament loading, not smooth. Red for clog, green for with filament, normal operation, blackout for no filament. So I think this is where they're planning on putting the, oh yeah, right here is the plug for it, and then looks to be for light maybe? I don't know. Only 2 cables, so I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is injection molded parts. Really not liking how clean this is arriving because there's definitely some damage. Yes. I mean, Michaela, I'm mostly doing this for my own edification. I'm excited about this and I wanted to share it since I got a Kickstarter version. So, I mean, I'm not really looking to make YouTube get used to my time. I'm doing this just to try to reconnect to the community. Since I've been diving so deep into that, it's good to just get back to 3D printing, the reason I started all this, right? Um, so like these are nice and like CNC blocks down here for lifting it. Like it's actually like these things are genuinely well built. Like I do they've put in some serious work, not only on the cost side of it, but on the actual like engineered component side. Like this is genuinely like this section alone is beautiful. Like genuinely beautiful. So I'm gonna put this down here. Machining ASMR video channel. You mean just me cursing? That's all I'd be doing. What the heck does this do? Do I just verb, and noun, 3D printing? Yes, that is entirely my style. Um, so each leg here coming out, they're all marked Z1, Z2, Z3, all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure that'll be important in a little bit, right? Should be important. So all 4 of those down there, and then that. Oh, look at that speed. Wow, they actually included a decently sized cable. Like this is properly thick. It's 14 wire, so like I want more, but yeah, that flap is seeing some action. Yeah. You gotta open and close it because I only got so much space, and I'm not. This is not a premium setup for any reasons here. So there we go over there by the bar feeder. That'll go down there. Printer go big and burr, no small or slow pronto. Yeah. I hope to have this thing going pretty well. But honestly, uh, I'm pretty impressed with the engineering so far. And then we get the actual fun bit. So here's the base of the printer. Um, I mean, there's a heat sink floating around. I'm not the most pleased with that. I'm sure that's meant to go on, one of the motors over here. Yeah, yep, it's meant to go on this motor over here. So we'll put that in mostly the right place for now, and we'll reattach that later. But it's just so they probably can dissipate more that way. But it looks like I really just have to, kind of just lift it with the handles. So it even has handles. Just lift it out and then put it on the table and unpack it from there. So I'm going to close the flaps. Oh yeah. I mean, I think this thing says team lift. I'll try to look up how heavy the whole package was. Like I mean, that's pretty good lift. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the machine itself seems to be well put together. So I'll check out the box here. Let's see if there's anything else. Nope, just styrofoam and the protective corners. Not too bad. Let's see here. Yeah, it says that the weight is 87 pounds. That seems all right. Yeah. So like, pretty heavy. I backed for the Kickstarter at the last minute because we're concerned about the bedside and belts. Belts of 6 millimeter, not. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it being 6 millimeter belts for the gantry. Kind of silly, but I don't know. It might be stiff and light enough that it doesn't matter. 9 millimeter belts can produce a lot of other fun things. We have to start suddenly stiffening your frames and stuff. I don't know. So we got this here. Oh, good. The corners are all marked. You can see how good my table is. Why are you so sweaty? I mean, I'm not that sweaty. Today's actually like a really nice day. But if you want to know, this is why. No air conditioning. Best I got is that fan. So, Aaron's fault. If you're talking about our dear Machinza, yes, yes. I love 9 millimeter, but yeah, like these corner pieces are really stiff because they're single piece L's, so you get all your dimensional stiffness, but like it's rough. It do be rough. All right, so let's take a look. Step one, the base, and so apparently we got to do something or other. We got red in here. Enjoy my bald spot while we're at it. We got red. There's like red lines. I think they want me to like line something up or something like that, and then they bolt it in. Step one, M5 by 15. Step two, M4 by 20. Step three, M4 by 8. And then they want me to do Z2, Z4. I don't know. We're gonna find out. we're just gonna do it. Remove this part before installing. Oh, thank God. Oh, at least I get this done, right? Oh, very cool. It left some debris behind. Oh, okay. So the thing that it was trying to warn me to do is to take out those. Um, so very nice. Clearly not emergency sticker. Yes, yes. Clearly not emergency sticker. I agree. Petty Ruxpin. Yes. Flapgate was. Uh, I thought my audio was being recorded by my headphones. It was actually recording by that mic over there. And so when I opened up the flaps of the box, it covered up the flaps, or it covered up the microphone, so my audio went to shit. Um, so Flapgate. Oh, really? Those are different size? Ooh. Mr. E, yes, LTT screwdriver. So we got the normal screwdriver. We got the stubby, personally delivered by Tynan. Appreciate you, Tynan. And then we have the transparent one as well. So this one is actually pretty fun because this one is the one that is working on the Swiss. So with the oil, the transparent is actually gradually getting more and more transparent the more I use it. So it's more like glass-like instead of the, the normal translucent it really is. It's not going to see shit. Hold on. Enhance. There we go. So it's like, it's doing better than before, but eventually I hope that'll be like just constantly see-through. So, yeah, a lot of fun. Oh, geez, really? For some reason, we are not connected to the better of the networks. You guys aren't even getting the full glory. How's the video looking? Looking okay? 0 out of 5. Yeah. Okay. Are we back? The spinning circle. Are we back? I hope so. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. For some reason, it decided to leave my the correct network here. So unlucky. So all the way around, we got a whole bunch of bolts to take apart and lose. So, hi, Lemiri. Howdy, Ranger. Hi, Miss Lemiri. What's up? Okay, so we're back. We're back. All right. Oh, look, it's my wonderful wife. How's it going, honey? Kids are going to bed? Mr. E, but I haven't been frozen. All right, so hopefully we're back again. Man, it just doesn't like me. I don't know. It just decided to flip over the internet again. So I don't know. I don't know what it wants. I don't know how to appease it. Sorry about that, everybody. Um, oh, is Odin on the TV listening to me? Odin, stick. Odin, down. Yeah. As for the internet, it's definitely my fault for not just hardwiring. Um, I mean, I could pull the line that I plugged into my machine, but I mean, who knows? He looks when you say his name. He's so confused. Odin, fetch. Fetch me the ball, Odin. Fetch me the ball. Yeah. Okay. So we took out, it says to take out 3 bolts. 3 bolts? Hope so. 3 bolts beforehand. So I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. All right. Look, see, look at that. They just not the biggest fan. Well, I hope that it's getting at least mostly consistent now with the internet. I'm watching it tenuously to see how many drops we have. Yeah, I mean, we're doing okay. See, the sad part is that I have quite a bit of. I mean, I'm on symmetric 2 gig internet here, and it just hates us, I guess. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Do I need goo off? I don't think so. I mean, they're actually just mechanically trapped is the issue. Like they're just actually just stuck under there. So it's more of a they need to apply their stickers with a bit more precision. Yeah, see that's the thing is that I have one network that I keep low bandwidth for stuff, and then I have a different network that's my like full chooch bandwidth, and apparently it doesn't want to connect to the full chooch. It only wants to stick with the non-full chooch, which is disappointing to say the least. Okay, so we have disconnected all of it, and then apparently it wants to like there are these modules. What? What are these? What are those doing there? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What the hell? So the thing is, these do I have to do more assembly? Like what? Go back. Okay, so we assemble in. Okay, okay, so they're showing us how the belts go in, and then we put it in. Non-Illuchuvian geometry. Yes, yes, that is definitely the case. All right, so we got Z2, we got Z3. What we're looking for is Z1, which is Z4, of course. So install an anti-curse card. See, he normally uses it, and it's normally fine. So I guess the only curse is that it's when it's operating, it's not when he's around, I guess, or not when I actually need it to work. Okay, so we got our Z-axis here. We got our belts in the belt place. So how does it want us to do this? We take this and we slide it, and put it in, and we slide it up. Is that what it wants? Tell me how. Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. Very clever, very nice. Look at that. See, this is how things should be built. I like that. It's very nice. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna put a 1 screw like that. We're gonna make sure we install the screws in the correct order. So step 1, M5 by 15 by 2. And then the bolt that I installed first is apparently the last one that's supposed to be installed. Oops. So they're not slandering you. They're actually you're the reason it's cursed. So let's come and look at the curse, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the curse. Yeah, it's definitely you. Unless you want to pipe me over a longer Ethernet cord, so I don't have to worry about Wi-Fi. It's because it's grabbing on Pronternet, not the main network. So a little annoyed. Yeah, it's the mock curse. It is true. So apparently there's some screws I need to be installing somewhere, and I don't see any screws. So I either lost them, or they never arrived, or something. I don't know. I don't know where they're supposed to be. So we'll take a closer look. Okay. Okay. M5 by 15 times 2. So where are they supposed to come from is the question. So now we go back to digging. Yeah, I just don't see screws. Well, I guess it's gonna be a short stream. All right. So we have a box. Okay, the box has the screws. What a surprise. Well, 5 by 15, 17 pieces. Perfect. So, okay, what is that edge tech over there? You mean hanging the machine off the edge? Yeah, this is a standard Luke's laboratory procedure. We don't have square surfaces, so this table is just as cursed as not, and we'll make adjustments as needed. But honestly, with the way that all this geometry is, this is actually um, self like all of it is keyed at this point, so it probably won't require that much extra work. Because like these holes that I'm assembling this portion into right now. No, the big long green thing behind you toward the mean green. Big long green thing behind you toward the mean green. This? Talking like this? Yeah, that's a bar feeder. So that can hold up to 10 plus 1 12-foot bars of 1-inch aluminum. So infinite feeding of the machine. Oh, I know I'm on the other side of the wall, but I'm not mean or green. Yeah, well, I mean, Aaron's pretty sus. I mean, we'll give him that, right? Yeah, the bar feeder, you open it up and then it feeds in bars of metal. It's really what it does. So when each bar is completed, it'll spit out the part that it can't consume, so a remnant, and then just feed the next one and keep going. So I don't have to be actively changing bars. World's most expensive filament spool. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I think it was like 30 something. You know what, Audrina? It is what Wisconsin needed, okay? Yes, give the people what they want. It gets the people going. Again, the video's still holding up okay, good for you guys? I hate to be talking to nothing. Mr. E, I mean, I love watching the videos you've been posting to Swift. It's so satisfying to watch. Yeah, we might do some of that later, if this goes well. Because frankly, it's pretty amazing. I did buy some like off-brand GoPros and some magnets, so like we actually have like these magnetic holsters, or not holsters, that'll go inside and then go inside and have the cameras on the inside, that kind of stuff. But haven't set that up yet. Want to get runs consistent before doing that. So one day we'll have a stream. Yeah, I mean, no, not Nocturne in this Swiss. No, GoPro in a proper case. Okay. I can't claim all the credit. Can't make Adrena's life too easy with the GoPros. Make sure you forget to turn them off now and again. Why would that make her life easy? If anything, me adding a machining center makes her life even harder because I've had to disappear and learn the dark arts. I'm anxious to see how the Max works out with you with all the problems I had with the original SV08. So I am also quite curious. That was why I was willing to get one. What issues were you having, Randall? Z offset mostly. Okay. So this one apparently has an eddy current scanner, aka beacon. I won't call it a clone because they clearly developed their own stuff. They developed their own PCB and all that kind of stuff. But worst case, I am going to uh, be adding a beacon worst case. They would print one print, find one print, the next print of the same item would be garbage. Like, so would it all be the bed sensor where the garbage would be that it wouldn't stick correctly, or would there other be issues? Be other issues? Okay. Okay. So all the issues really did come like back to the Z offset. Very funny, Adriana. Definitely just trying to assemble the wrong screws in the wrong area. Oops. Issues with the hot end as well. Okay, yeah. So the good news is that the hot end is the one area that we are uniquely qualified to solve, and is really one of the big important parts. Micro Swiss in your SVOA, now it's better. Okay. Is that with like their what is it? Microtastic or Flowtech hot end with their Flowtech nozzles that have the Preston titanium break into the nozzle itself? Is that the one? Flowtech, thank you. As for tubing this, the Toolhead, I don't think is going to have a great time. It's a bit large, or it's fairly compact. So I think Pika is definitely going to be a better match for this for sure. Yes, yes. The SV08 MAX uses very similar setup to the Zero. It has a couple tweaks from what I can see, but it is far closer to the SV08 or the SV0 or whatever. And yes, Adrena is correct. This is our first personal one. Um, I do have a video with Nathan Builds Robots, or sorry, Nathan Builds Robots included me at the end of the video or whatever, talking about my first impressions of it overall. So, yep, you can go check that out too. That's actually one of the reasons why I decided to even buy this one here, is because that one seemed pretty good, or not a disaster really. Okay, so we got all the way around for that. We just need to put that in. And then step 2, top frame. And we just put on the top frame next. Okay, so I'm gonna do these 4 bolts. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. Then I'll be back and we'll put on the top. I'm a bit thirsty. Zero is good enough for me to buy a second one. Experience with the Max will help me decide if I end up with one. Yeah, the price point for it really cannot be messed with. That's for sure. Like I'm sure it'll have some issues, but who knows how much we'll be able to fix it by running better. Nice bottle of green Powerade on the desk. Hey Aaron, want to bring me a Powerade? So yeah, I hope this will be assembled pretty quick. I mean, we're almost mostly through it. Only reason I don't have a Max yet is because I have a ret rig. Yeah, we have a V4 as well. Um, oh, oh wow, blue Powerade, everyone. Delicious. Thank you. So awesome. Back to work. So top frame. So just a couple bolts. The Sovol logo goes on the same side as the touchscreen. And there's multiple small steps in here. Interesting. Immediate metal parts for my RRVC4 IDEX, or you have the 2 tubes, metal parts soon, please. So we do have plates for that already. We have like the metal toolhead plates. I don't know what else metal you really want, like belt clamps maybe? Otherwise, the rest of it's metal. Mr. E is a bad. I'd love to have a stable mini that's 300 cubes. So we may or may not be working on an American-made bamboo type 3D printer that'll be built here in the States. But all I have like of substance right now, it's an exploratory phase at this point. But Lee, so we do have the RatRig 4 IDEX compatible toolhead plates. It's the printed parts are the things that change between the two. I don't see plates. It should be like a $20 option, something like that. So, yeah. So if you don't select any of the options, you have to pick whether or not you want IDEX or not. But that should be it. And those are the actual metal plates themselves. Lee. And then take my money, Mr. E. Yeah, we will. We'll do our best. It doesn't show. Yeah, I know. We need to update that listing a little bit, I think. Yep, no problem. I thought the plate would work with the stock orbiter. It should. Yeah, it should. Should work just fine. Okay, so we got the top cover on. Now we need a whole bunch of M3 by 6s all the way around. See, I actually love this because every bolt up top is all the same. It's all M3 by 6 all the way around. So we just find the M3 by 6 bag, and send it. All right. Apparently, I need to actually get in there to try. Oh, annoying. Very nice. Of course, the bag. There it is. Okay. So the top frame now just needs a little standoff thingy that is put together with M3x16 two pieces and their socket heads. So, how does it go on? Okay. Okay. Very cool. Oh, of course. I will say they do provide you with a good assortment of tools. Good job, guys. Appreciate it. Including a no flogger and a nozzle poker, some tweezers. Good selection, honestly. Stovall offer an AMS solution. I have no idea, to be entirely honest. Honestly, I'm kind of annoyed at all the proliferation of it.
Yeah, I probably put this on backward too, but we don't worry about that. We'll send it. Okay. Step 3, AB axis. So you bring it in tilted and you put in M4 by 30s. I mean, it really doesn't get simpler than that. Wow. So we'll move this one down because I moved it up earlier. I'll figure out what side it actually goes on. So you stick it in through the back. Yeah, we don't do that. We know better than the manufacturer. We'll do it our way. Yeah, because it actually doesn't really matter that much. It just kind of goes in, which is another beautiful part of this entire machine platform, is that it just kind of sits, it locks in, and it just works. It's kind of beautiful. Top of the back, no, top sound good. So they have a very clear instruction that the Sovol needs to face the same side as the touchscreen, which is both on my side. And the gantry is the same size as the exterior dimension of your 2.4. Yep, yep, big printer thing. I am sorry that I don't have any interesting music or anything to play. Not cool enough for that. So I appreciate that the audio is a bit dull. What's the biggest print volume printer I've made? So I have shipped meter by meter printers. Right now we have two printers being built that are 700 by 700 by 1000, and then 700 by 400 by um, by 450. The latter is actually a pro model with IDEX, and it has it'll be 120 C rating and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. So the cool machine. We're a little behind on it, a lot behind on it, but um, just a lot of moving pieces. Petty Ripspin, you can sing for us. Like I'm not. My singing voice is not warmed up appropriately. Most of the time, I do love to sing, but not today. These back connection points are not the happiest for whatever reason. Oh, it's because I was holding them too far over. There we go. Am I only a shower? No, no, no. I'm not only a shower singer. Just not gonna do it right now. I sing most of the day. The X motors on X and Sovol Pro is pretty sweet. Yeah, so it's really just because of what size class the Pro is meant to be in, is that you really just have to run it that way. Like there's just um, no other option without significantly diminishing performance or reliability. So we just added the X motors in there and call it a day. All right. Everything will final tighten down. Remember, righty tighty until righty loosey, and then back off a quarter turn. So for the people in chats, are you guys excited for 3D Printopia? Thank you, honey. I appreciate that you think I sing great in the car, because I do. I'm amazing. And if I get a couple drinks with me, karaoke is my jam. Love that. All right, so we're on step 4, which is the tool head. These images are not doing an amazing job. So we'll find out. Oh, oh, really? Wow. So it's literally clips in. Oh, these guys. Look at that. Snaps right in. Cable chain, well managed. Flip that in. Another. Wow. You guys are not messing around. I love that. That actually makes me so happy. All right, then how is the cable supposed to go in? I'm gonna assume like this. And then how does it attach? Threaded bosses. Those are screws that go through. Rep Festival FOMO. I'd love to go this thing around the budget. Yeah, I understand. I understand. The East Coast Rep Festival is so far for us. Like it's not it's something we have to heavily consider every year. That's for sure. Okay. So here, some Vice from Murph was great. We'll go back next year. Okay, yep. So the toolhead step is probably my least favorite step that they are asking me to do, because they're having a whole bunch of bolts and stuff, but they, unlike all the other steps where they told you what screws to use and where to use them, they literally just give you no answers, and they just have like a um dozen different things. So like thankfully, you know, I have pretend to have a brain most days, and can just, you know, line it up and send the screws and call it a day, right? But you know, I'm not really feeling that this is probably a more annoying step, because I don't know if these are threaded or not threaded, or if I'm supposed to use, you know, I'm supposed to use any you know, nuts or anything. But I mean, it's fine, I guess. Let's figure it out. Look at that. They even give you a nozzle wrench. Love it. Good job, guys. All right, so we're going to check to see if these are tapped at all. Nope. Keep up with that. We'll see if they're, let's see if they're M4 tapped. Nope. So they're definitely meant for M3s. Okay. Hello, Noah. How's it going? Glad to hear you made it home. EcoVate was pretty busy today. SV08 MAX looking good so far. Yes, yes, it is. I am so far very impressed as I was with the SV08 on their build quality. They're designed for not only manufacturing, but designed for assembly. Like everything just kind of goes together. There's no like it's very good. Like they are the engineers who worked on this project definitely know a thing or two. Like there's plenty to learn overall from this whole process. So, all right, so those were the three bolts looking good. Only complaint so far is that this magnet, which was in there, has fallen out. So it did not press in very well. And then probably my least favorite thing about tool head covers is that in order to get to your hot end here, you have to unplug and plug in a stupid connector every time. It's infuriating. But other than that, it not only has magnets for retention, but it has actual like clips that are positively retained. But at the same time, it probably doesn't even need the magnets. It probably just needs the actual clips. So, okay. Step 5 screen. Get our screen from over here. It'll tell me to get a cable, but there is no cable. So how am I supposed to find it? That's the story here. Oh, oh, there it is. Um, can I zoom in a tad so we can see the print head better? And then, yeah, I've got a similar complaint on another machine working out with the tool head cable being in the way to do anything inside the head. Yeah, I wish, I understand that they're trying to make it pretty with the cover and, hides all the sins and stuff like that. So I get it, right? I get it. It's just, I wish I could access things a little bit better. As for Zoom, um, one of the kids stopped playing, looked up at the stream and gasped, he made a whole printer. Yes, yes. So this, here, I'll flip that around so you can see the tool head. We can go into manual control for the little fun little guy. Hopefully this works. Come on, don't follow me. Okay, well, I'll do my best. All right. So in here, I hope you can see it, because I can't even see myself right now. There's these little positive retention clips on top of all that. So that's the tool head, for better or worse. So yeah, it really does not need the magnets. They just did that because I don't know why, because they're weirdos. No, you can't see it. Okay. I'll take pictures later. Sorry. Come on, recognize the zooming out. Come on. There we go. So, anyways, we got the screen on. We got the tool head on. We got the AV drives on. Getting through this. We're on step 6 of 9 now. One more and we'll be bored. I have old center flush since the drop-in replacement LEDs. So the whole lighting in here is all sorts of fucked up. So, oh, hey there, Joel. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're having a good time. Yeah, it's a big boy. Like it's a pretty good platform. Because yeah, the machine is large, but not large to large. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty big for the price point, I'd say. And so far, like, no real big complaints, that's for sure. So, very pleased. All right, so we are on step 6, attach the drag chain. So apparently step 6 is drag chain, but it has step 8 in the bolt pattern for the bolts here. So M3 by 23, which is a very oddball length, to be honest. Yeah, M3 by 23. Here we are. How's your day been, Joel? Anywhere fun recently that you can share? Gonna come over here and touch this. Why is this? Oh, I see. You're coming from the top. It's been decent. I successfully edited an STL in Fusion 360 without my computer crashing. Hey, that is honestly an achievement to be lauded. You should celebrate and go have a beer or something, because Fusion 360 is sometimes fairly sus. Is it the dial-up audio signal that you were editing to make for printing, so you can have that wonderful noise in your head at all times? Scream. Yep. Okay. Step 7 filament holder, M3 by 5, and it's literally just a filament spool. Delightful. Coltz's garage. There's a singing. Yeah. No, see, all you had to say was dial up. I heard the modem. I had to make sure to try to rep it out for the younger in the audience there. And then 3D printing nerd, haha, no, but that does look rad. There's a new product I'm going to do video on. Okay, good. I want to ask for more. I want to take people through the process of costing out a product and pricing it correctly. I am really curious to watch that one. That's I think that'll be really interesting to watch because with Etsy changing their model and all that kind of stuff, it's it's a really interesting to price stuff because pricing for commercial stuff is kind of wonky with all the bamboos out there making it really easy to print stuff within that space so that you have like a dragon for $10. It's just like it's just not enough. Like they're giving away their time for free. Um, no, see, you mean charge people to value my time? That's not allowed. My time costs nothing. See, there you go. That's the enlightened stance. Your time is worthless. Simply print more, right? No, I'm just kidding. Time is valuable, and sometimes people are out there and they're making buck and they figured out their margins and everything that they need to do, and then a lot of the times out there, especially with the Etsy farms and all that kind of stuff, not all of them, but a lot, um, they are definitely not having the return on their time that they thought they were overall. And if that's the goal, that's okay. It just sucks sometimes that it can devalue um, the real professionals who actually take hours upon hours to edit those STLs and Fusion 360 just to make them printable, or to slice it up into 3 parts and send that out, that kind of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, that is step 7 complete. Step 8. See, this is actually some of the best part about this is that it comes with steel stiffening ribs. So basically, there's just a whole ton. Step 1, M3x6. Step 2, M5x12. So it's just pairs of M5x12s and M3x6s all the way around to stiffen up the frame, which is incredible. Like steel gussets. This is how it should be. Look at this. It's just steel. It's delightful. It's pretty important for a 500 by 500 or bigger. Yes, yes, it does. It definitely is. I think that not having gussets, even in a product like this, which is, I mean, honestly, this is pretty good already because they're using they have custom L extruded frames, plus they have die cast aluminum parts to hold all the corners together. Um, the fact that they still have these steel, and they're steel, like the rest of this is aluminum. This is steel. It's got some heft to her. Um, the fact that they have these brackets in here is honestly, kind of amazing. And I didn't even know this was going to be part of it. So I am super de duper pleased to see this happening here. So they're marked with numbers, and I haven't the foggiest idea what the numbers mean. So we're going to have to actually look at the instructions again. So it looks like the flaps go on the bottom and the non-flaps go on the top, which makes sense because you'd want a separate surface on the bottom. Whoops. I feel my concerns about this not being designed well, beefy enough, have been overblown. No, there's probably plenty of space for that. Oh, look at that. So they do match up the numbers with the frame. So with the screen as your orienting guide, take your 5, put the 5 here, and then the sticker will come off, so you never even know. Um, and then does it go on the top or the bottom? I think it goes. I think it goes on the inside. that would make the most sense because they want their panels to be on the outside. So M3 by 6 to the M3 portions of it. And then they want M5 by 12s on the bottom, which is awesome. So got some bolts to put together. So, good. You know, I just realized that looking at my clock on the computer, it thinks it's 1:01 a.m. It's definitely not 1:01 a.m. I think it's like 5 or not 5. Jeez, I think it's probably like 8. Yep, 8 on the nose. Maybe that's why my Wi-Fi was petering out. Is that it was confused the whole time, and so it thought I was like, I don't know, trying to hack it or something. That doesn't seem right. Okay, so on the bottom of the screws do come in from the outside. Okay. I mean, it's 1:01 a.m. somewhere. Yeah, that's true, but that's probably just like what, Iceland, Greenland, something like that. 'Cause they'd be 3 hours ahead. So East Coast is 1 hour ahead, so another 2. So Nova Scotia is another hour, and then yeah, Greenland, right? One is about when I went to bed last night. Yeah, I am also in the same camp as you. Going to bed late is a hallmark of my existence. Up late talking to suppliers, making sure everything's coming in is DDP. Yep. Yeah, because I'm scared of the bills. Yeah, I'd rather know what the bill is up front. We'll catch you later, Luke. Bryce is about to start streaming, so I'm headed off to mod for him. All right, have fun. Yeah, this thing is it'll be plenty strong. I would not be worried. But other than that, so we got 3D Printopia coming up. And then beyond that, is there anything anybody's really excited about? Any new releases or anything else? H2D Pro came out. Don't know if anybody's going to pick up one of those. Excited about this Pika thing, especially after the other hot come out after that. Yeah, I am too. Oh, I am too. Don't you worry. The Explorer printer from FarmBot is pretty cool. So what's the Explorer printer all about? Is it the new tool changer one, or is that from Snapmaker or whatever? Index tool changer. Yeah, we're really excited about the index. They solved it. Um, I'm excited for Mapika. Thank you, Dan. We are excited as well. We are very very excited. It's one of the reasons why we have our cool stuff. Um, they're working on double gantry design. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool then. Snapbankers D1. All right. My wife said you were Canadian. I explained that you're American, just up north. Yeah, we're just a bit south of Canada. Not Canadian. We like similar things, but we don't we don't drown our cheese curds in gravy. That's gross. It's terrible. I'm gonna order one of the Snapmaker tool changes, I think. Yeah, it seems interesting. And then Triple Cycler, they're trying to push changes to Clipper to allow simultaneous printing. Yeah, I will be happy with that as long as they actually bother to make real updates to the actual baseline code instead of doing some um, nonsense custom Clipper fork that they never maintain or they forget to maintain or it breaks compatibility with like a dozen other. I don't know. I'm honestly kind of sick and tired of all the big manufacturers. Like I'm probably gonna hate this one for exactly that. Making custom clipper and all that other not all other junk. Like just stick to the baseline and then add the main code if you need to. Um, that's so funny. For ages ago, I thought Linus from LTT was Northwood West like us because he sounds like us. And Luke told me that he's Canadian. Yep, he's Canadian. He's Canadian. Poutine is good, but so are regular cheese curds. Yes, they are. Regular cheese curds are fantastic, and we appreciate them greatly. Wiki. You mean we shouldn't do what we did to Marlon with Clipper? Yeah, we should probably just add back to the baseline. Maruf Vazifdar. Sorry, I butchered that. The Choose LGX Pro combo looks great. Almost ready to start printing. Fantastic. Glad to hear that. Really proud of it. Come on. I don't like messy foods. I decay despite being a machinist for a time. I get really picky with stuff on my hands. Yeah, this thing just coats my hands with oil. I feel the feeling my oil intake's going to skyrocket. To Jet Baidu, keep kicking all the butt. Thank you for even stopping by, Joel. I really appreciate that. I look forward to seeing you hopefully at Earth, please. If not, I mean, I'm sure I'll catch you sometime. Probably visit Seattle just to say hi. So have a good night. Was there ever a tube mount designed for the stealth burner? Yes, but no. It was a joke. A couple people are running it, but not a thing. The oil doesn't taste good. At least ours doesn't. Yeah, I don't expect it to taste good either. All right, almost halfway there with these braces. Yeah, so a stealth burner mount was designed, but it extends out the ducts by quite a bit. Like it's an ultra long stealth burner. That's a bigger tool head than the original SV08, isn't it? So this tool head is the most similar to the SV0, which I think is bigger. Yes, but in general, it's actually there's a generous melt zone. Even though that the melt zone appears to be brass or some sort of brass copper, I'm not really aware of any coatings that would make it look like the way it does, and it's not heavy like that. But Petty Rex pin, unless I heard there's a foreign dev working on for cheap air, life might got in the way. You know. Dan Adams, my daughter used to call cheese curds squeaky cheese. That's because the cheese curds, when they're warm, are squeaky. The cheese curds that I just had a couple seconds ago were squeaky because they're warm. They're delightful. Brass melt zone, does that mean it gets higher flow over time? Yes, maybe. It really depends on heating and polymer flow and all other junk. So who knows? Nice. All right. We got the bottom braces installed. Yeah, this thing is I don't think anyone really needs to worry about this thing not being stiff enough from a frame perspective. Whether or not the tool head deserves thicker belts, maybe, but I think that would require so many other updates that it wouldn't be that good of a time. Hello there, penguin makers. How's it going this evening? I agree, Adriana. I do also love the blue on this one. It does match our aesthetic. Oh, man, we're almost done. We got a couple cables to connect and another 12 bolts, looks like, or maybe 16. Because we got to attach the filament booster thing. Gonna be video only for a little bit, helping a friend programming 50. All right. Well, it's not like the audio was terribly interesting, anyways, because I don't have any background music, so it's mostly just me yapping about the frame. Um, but in general, yeah, just continue looking over it, and they really we got to figure it out. It seems that's for sure. Oh, we seem to be short a couple screws. That's interesting. I can tell you random facts about 3D printing. I don't know if I know that many random facts. Just, I'm like trying to think of them. Like I honestly, I'm not that well studied on my lore. I just build stuff. As for the missing screws, like these are all special low profile nonsense. We don't have any low profile one. Is the only issue. Okay, the back corner isn't important, right? Welcome back, Puma. We're just arriving when it's the most boring turn the screws assembly time. We got 3 more screws to put in for the frame gussets. And then we'll connect the filament booster, connect all the wires. Alas. Okay, I'm still confused by, I believe, is your initial announcement about tube. I think it was a different name being water heated. Oh, okay. So I can't explain that actually. So when we were prototyping it, um, when we were prototyping tube, we called it water heater internally, and we named all of our files water heater and all that kind of stuff, so that when we, so that if any of the files would leak, it wouldn't leak the actual name. So it's basically a multi-step process there. And we named it water heater because someone initially said, well, it looks like it's just like a water heater, like you'd have in your house, like with natural gas, electricity, just in your house heating up your water. So that was his name, was water heater. Um, and so we had a website called waterheaterhotend.com that had a spinning water heater. And on our website, we had water heater hot end as like the prototype for our beta people to order. I think it was some zombie hedgehog stream or maybe Nero with some joking called. Yeah, it's because it was named water heater. And when people were teasing videos of how fast it would go, they would call it the water heater hot end. So that's really it. Okay. So step 10, M3 by 40, install the auxiliary feed mechanism. We got this. Oh, here's the screws. Maybe I was supposed to use Loctited ones. Oops. We'll Loctite some of them. Can I now explain eMove? Okay. We'll see if the eMove creator is in the chat. He might have left. Otherwise, I can explain eMove pretty quickly. I'll give him a little bit longer and then I'll explain it. All right, so looks like he's not here to explain his invention. So basically with Tube, people wanted to put a different consonant set in front of oob. So we have tube, which is really a CH sound instead of, excuse me, uh, uh, you know, uh, it's for tube, but the British pronounce it with a CH sound because they're British. So it's tube. And so we named it that. And then so other people are putting other sounds in front of oob. So we have Jube for our Jupiter tool board, and then we have an extruder for tube. So EM, extruder motor, eMove, which is a whole tool head. So basically everything that is related to tube or anything that's created by us. So we have the noob or the cube or for Nocturne, as Adrena correctly notes, is that. So that's literally the lore. Yeah, it makes sense in that it's just entirely a joke. Um, it's delightful. It's truly delightful. All right. So last step, M3 by 40, wherever that may be. We have gift nozzles. That's always nice. Welcome back, Noah. Is tube assembled by Adrena a tuba? I'll let Adrena answer that one. But the stickers are the main reasons my youngest daughter agrees to go to shows. Yeah, both of our daughters, when we brought them to Murph, loved the stickers. That was pretty much all they really cared about, which is funny. So this one, I install backwards. I can appreciate dumb joke that just keeps going. Yeah, I absolutely love dumb jokes like that that just continue on and have their own life. I'm a big fan of Easter eggs. Like I love little hidden jokes captured inside of stuff. I mean, heck, the two-step process is a continuation of um, an internal joke that we had at Deer when I was working there. And it's just become its own thing. Like it's just it's a way of life, honestly. Murph, you mean the ocean and Goshen? Yeah, yeah, pretty bad. Um, okay, so we got that Teflon tubing, air fitting, boopity boppity boop. We even got a joiner. Wow. We'll put that in there. Come on. Assemble. All right. Look at that. Wow. What and so this thing has multiple filament joints. I'm not sure if I appreciate that or not, but I mean, we'll find out one way or another. That's the best way. The humidity this year cooked my MacBook. Oh no, is it fixed? Or did it actually like die? That's crazy. And that is it for mechanical assembly. I'm a little honestly disappointed that they don't they don't bother showing you all the electrical connections. Thankfully, I should be able to figure it out. Like the only electrical connection they actually showed is um, the screen connection. The rest of them we're just expecting to figure out by our mortal selves, which is fine. So there's just two in the corner there, and some over here. So it looks like there's connection points in here, and they're even labeled. We got Y motor, connection to the Y motor. What a surprise. We got cam. I wonder if it goes in the cam slot. Oh, very nice. Look at that. And then we have spray head. Not liking that name, but it can go there. So spray head will go to spray head. Spray head has 5 wires. So it might be USB. Oh, I forgot to add the discount code. I'm so sorry, guys. Audrina, can you spool up a discount code for it? We'll let that run for the next day or so. 15% off for our two-step process filaments. I'm sorry. As for raffle, I'm not set up for that, frankly. I'm not that. That's not us. I'm not that. I'm happy that we were able to get the stream online. Um, is the bed one whole piece? Someone asked. It is one whole piece. So pretty good. It's insulated underneath as well, so it should keep the heat in and out from the electronics in the chamber. So other than that, Y stop and then X motor. So I really appreciate this. They actually bothered to make it easy and repeatable to set up. Like this is very nice. As long as I can figure out the polarity of this stupid plug. Come on. Oh, come on. One of these has to work. Unless I smashed it. One of these has to. Okay, there we go. No stable bot giveaway in the stream. No stable bot giveaway. Maybe someday. I love you're doing a nighttime show and I can watch while I work. I mean, I'm working too, technically. It's always a fun time. All right, so we got all the cables put together. Got our tool head plugged in, all that kind of stuff. Honestly, I see no reason. We gotta do a peel. Gotta do a peel. Peel complete. Peel complete. Look at that. We almost forgot these two. We got one for the LED and one for this. So let's see here. This goes on the side, plugs in here, and the LED I think actually yep, goes in here with the tiniest possible cable. Not sure I like that, but I'll live with it. Perfect. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, that looks like genuinely, I think I can plug it in. So all the cables and stuff over here. It does have an HDMI port, has 2 USB ports, and a LAN port, and a Wi-Fi antenna over here. So I can plug it in to physical hardline, which is what we'll do because everything is hardlined as much as possible. So I'll find the Wi-Fi antenna box that it told me I had, or Wi-Fi antenna. I think I see it right there. And then we'll plug it in. If it how it works. Wow. Like the Wi-Fi antenna is even like nice. They this is definitely a high value kit. Assuming it actually halfway works. Thank you, Adrena. So there's our discount code. I do apologize again for not having that up. I got a little distracted. Um, I pinned it in chat, but yeah, figure out how to get a cord over here because we're always having a little fun. Let's see what we can do for cable. We got our extension cord, comes over here. We got another extension cord that comes over to the TV. So maybe if we move oh shit. Hello. Hi. So we're gonna we'll swap this around. It's probably just not working very well. So figure something out. We only have the jankest of setups here. All right, I'm gonna go get an extension cord. So we'll extension cord the extension cord that's extension corded. Because that's how we like to operate. Of course, all this is entirely temporary. Definitely not permanent. Need to get my key. Apparently, it's all locked. Strange that staff. Oh, you guys get to see the car shop. Car. Emphasizing the car guide, a printer guide, pipeline, cargo room. So I will say that none of these cars, except for the Golf R over there, that one's mine. The rest of these are all the former tenants of this facility. They run a car maintenance business. And so we're moving into their space. They're moving out, so that's why the Swiss is in here, and eventually this will all be ours. So there we go. Ignore the bumper stickers. The car guys are great. Luke defending himself from the car guy. No, I enjoy cars, to be clear, but I am not a car guy. Like, well, cars are enjoyable, but I don't have the money for that hobby right now. Come on, all right, there we go. All right, that'll follow, right? There we go. Is the stream frozen? I hope not. Yes, blinky lights. So we have a touchscreen. It's asking me for my language, scanning my Wi-Fi so it can hack my secrets. It successfully detected the Wi-Fi's. We will connect it to our IoT network. Did I really lose my number 3 top chatter symbol while setting the discount code? Yes, you did, Adrina. Sorry. Looking to get into key cars because these are affordable. Yeah, key cars seem interesting, that's for sure. Lee's chatting more than Adrina. Or we need a key box truck mod or a cappuccino. Yap it up. Got to run. All right, bye, Holtz. Bye-bye. Yeah, cheers, header. You know, Adrina has mod power. She could just time them out. So it tried to connect and then it just didn't. That's disappointing. Wi-Fi connecting. So apparently we're trying to. Wi-Fi connection successful. All right, next. Start. So now we're going to do calibration. Ohms X, ohms Y. Very nice. All right, we're paused or something. I don't know. It's not telling me that anything's broken so far. Eddy current detection, heating detection. Not seeing nothing so far. She's not sure if it's supposed to be moving or not. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't connect any of the Z-motors. That's what I did. Yes, the SV08 MAX does have Ethernet. So, because it wasn't in the instructions, and I will blame the instructions because that's how this should operate, right? Nobody, the instructions did not remind me, even though I clearly can, remember myself. to connect the Z-motors. So now I get to do that myself. Underneath, the electronics seem nicely organized. Maybe I'll unpack it, maybe I won't, probably not. They're already pre-routed for us in the frame, so you can just kind of connect it. Okay, let's try it again. Over here. Who's a good camera? You don't need to see the spot. She already has the spot. She's the best. Oh. All right. Love it. Love looking at it. Yep. Want to do English. Yep. Wi-Fi scanning. So it looks like we're going to re-add it since it never saved anything. So now it's going to do the thing. Nothing homes with the. There we go. Look at that. Very nice. So it does have 9mm belts for the Z-axis, but not for the XY axis. Which, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure I agree with that, but because the gantry is honestly wonderfully light. They've done a great job. Very nice movement there. Didn't hear anything break. Yeah, yeah. It's I don't think it should break yet. It is definitely doing a nozzle tap. Very cool. Yeah. Sorry about the lights. We're about as bright as we can get in the shop. The lights are pretty dying and dead. I don't really have too much to shine more, honestly. Yeah, so I'm not sure it's bill of materials cost, honestly. As I said before, I'm pretty sure it's because the frame, they have to beef up the frame so significantly that they would just run into other issues. Um, but as for lights, yeah, so the funny part is that the light is probably influenced by the fact that there's LEDs up here. And so relatively in contrast, I'm wrong. Got to get you some lights for the machine area. Oh, check this out. So we got, we got our main area. I'm trying to, we can't see shit because of the machine. Gosh darn it. Anyway, so we do have some amazing light in the work area, right? So I'm gonna turn it off, turn it back on. Like, it works like a damn charm, right? And then also over here, make sure it follows me. The work area for the main spindle also has a nice work light that just kind of turns on when you open the door. Like, I don't know, it's the little things that they actually like went through and thought about. So that's nice. Okay, so right now, just as a heads up, it is heating up the nozzle and heating the bed. And then we'll use their filament that they provided, all 200 grams of white PLA. Very nice. My favorite. Yep, bed's getting slightly wrong. Yeah, the machine light tend to be. Yeah, I'm just happy that they turn on when I open the door. Like I appreciate that. Yep, we got some free white PLA. Half the shops with the same max like that. So this side we have not replaced with our lights yet. So actually, like our shop next, or like a normal shop before this, has much better lighting overall. Like this one, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 out of 12 bulbs are dead, and then the other ones aren't very bright. So like, when we do it, we'll have a um, far brighter existence overall. So we're doing our eddy current leveling. Not the biggest fan of the wire situation here, but I'm sure that can be solved with some zip ties. But Adrina's got it exactly right. Huge printer and 0.2 kilos of white PLA. Yeah, I don't get it. Just goofy. On the horizontal panel changer, they only turned off when the machine went to sleep. So like only in the early morning, right before I came in. Yeah, exactly. Like we fully intend to do this. At least run the Swiss lights out. So I will say, watching the belts are definitely off axis. I'd say. You 750 grand PVSTF. I mean, you win. You win. Congratulations, Lee. That's what you win. You win a discount for Luke's Lab code 2-step, so you can get good with additional PPSTF. I don't know what it comes stock with, to be honest. So I don't know if it comes stock with a point 0.4, but honestly, anybody who is using one of these machines, just print with a point 0.6 or bigger. Like, don't stop with the nonsense of point 0.4. The reason that the point 0.4 was used was because they had, I think it was 1/64th or 3/64th drill bits in the office when they were making nozzles. There's no reason for it other than that. Like, it is arbitrary. All right, now we're doing the vibe test. I'm probably screwing it up by being on the frame, but I don't worry about these things. Arguably, now some models have, yes. So nowadays people do design it for point 0.4 because that's what exists. But the nozzle itself, the physical nozzle design, is simply because that's what they had on hand and it worked. Yeah. All right, so now into the whole vibe compensation and everything. It's saving and restarting, so we're waiting for that. 2 millimeters to 0.3 millimeters. Like, that is not significant. Okay. Sorry about that. I sunk my clock, so I think it should be happy with the faster internal network now too. So hopefully that stays. But anyways, hold the handle at 1. Insert the filament through the filament feeding device 2 into the. Once the green LED lights up and the filament is visible in the Teflon tube, press the button at 3 to start the feeding. Okay. Oh, glorious! They even added a freaking button. Okay, yeah. This is a good system. I appreciate this. They implemented exactly what I've been wanting to do for the past long time, honestly. So, all right. There we go. So right now we are, well, the thing is, it's even on the side. So right now we are automatically despooling from here through this little box on the side that has an extruder built into it. So it's going. We are here now. I don't know why it didn't. So I gotta click the button again. Apparently the button is happy or unhappy. So I'm holding this down. Well, it appears to try to do something. I don't know. I think it's just stripped out now. So okay. Feed new material to extruder. Is there an error in the clipper? No, no, no. We're going through their automated nozzle feeding procedure. We're using their software. So this is their custom stuff to make it more bamboo-like. Honestly, it's working. Like, look, we have feeding. Or I guess you can't see that because my camera here. I'll move my head so the camera follows me. Yeah, so we actually do have filament coming out, and then it's prompting me, and yeah, honestly, that was a filament loading, which is honestly pretty good. So now we can look at local. Yeah, now we're ready to go, I think. The nozzle was already preheated, thankfully. It was preheated as part of it. So now we're going to take the USB that they gave us. We're going to plug in the side and see if it loads. Because if this thing prints, like, we're doing good. All right, so USB loading the side. I'll flip over to U-Disk, as it's called on the screen here. Sorry, you can't see the screen. I do apologize. So we have a Benchy. And I hit it. It copied it over. Because apparently it stores it locally when you have it loaded. And yeah, we're printing. So the bed mesh is with an eddy current sensor. So I don't know. So I can load it up, but I don't have a screen. Like I don't have a screen share, not feature or whatever, but like I don't have any like safety set up for screen sharing. So maybe I can make a window or something. I don't know. Give me a second. New incognito. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'll try to Plus. So I have no. Is adaptive set up by default? I have no idea. I opened it up, and I'm sure I'm going to be poking around some more in here. So the question is, did it flip over? Good night, Lee. Thanks for stopping by. So I don't know why it's not, or it's, I don't know why the window capture is deciding to not do the thing. I don't have the foggiest idea why it decided to only show that portion of the screen. So, oh, apparently I have to like resize it or something. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool, 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 cool. So now I can look at it. It's so silly. I actually don't know what the heck's going on here. So if I zoom out, what does it show you guys? Oh, very cool. Yeah, this is everyone can tell this is my first time streaming live, and you know what? We'll do it all live because we do not shy away from failure. We simply revel in it. So, as for the height map, it's still doing the initial calibrations. So here's the console. So it's doing something. I don't know what. I actually don't prefer. I do not prefer this. I think it just did something. Yeah, Lucas Machinist, not streamer. That's right. Not a good machinist. Not a good streamer. I don't even know what I'm good at anymore. Being dumb, maybe. So now it's doing some touching or whatever. I'll flip it back over. So now, here, I'll tell the bot to stop locking on my base. I do cook sometimes. Now you're just watching me try to get OBS bot Yes, I understand it's already running. I need to access it. Please. Please do the thing. All right, I'm just gonna move my face. Wow, watch it print. There it goes. I mean, this is basically exactly what I want from the machine. Do you print part? Like that is building some pretty good layers. So this is their pre-sliced unit. I'll flip over to the monitor. So it's it's going along pretty good. So here's the height map. Yes, it does have adaptive. It so this everything's looking horrible, right? So the total range is a 60 micron. I do got to say the effect Bamboo has had on the market to make manufacturers actually ship it mostly feature complete machines has been nice. Yes, it has been. I would say the counterpoint is that it's getting difficult for me with the bigger machines to make their uh, yeah, it's it makes it more difficult for me because I don't really have a software team. I have me, a whole bunch of other stuff for our machines here. So it's really made change the landscape of the people who want a printer and the people what they're willing to deal with. Because frankly, they wrote like a whole brand new screen. I'm like the calibration process and everything is great. I appreciate that. Like that made things pretty dang straightforward. But I can't compete anymore with that. So it's a bit of a bear. But all right, back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity. Nobody makes something as big as I do with Bamboo Level Z, unless we're talking about big rep. But big rep machines are like 80 to 200 grand, you know? Passing out pre-checks within 3 hours could be worth, yeah. Like I am confident that this machine is more than square enough. I'm confident that it's going to hold together really well because I mean the braces that they have for the VXs are great. The extrusions are well built. Like all the plastic parts are well put together. Everything's pre-tensioned nicely. For an 80 to 200K machine, I bet you can get the software ironed out. Yeah, yeah. It's with what time though is always the question I have. Like we're gonna try to put together American bamboo, like I was saying before. It'll be built here as much as possible. Obviously, not the motors or electronics or nothing, but steel and that kind of stuff. But I mean, we'll see what we can do. Just print more. Print more what? This is the first time I've printed anything in like a month or two. Overall, this bench is looking pretty good. There's definitely some parts that are a bit wavy. Not the most pleased with. Yeah, overall, this bench is not looking too bad. Not amazing, but would you ever consider doing a live on the Giga and the Tube and how you converted it all over into the Kraken? So yes, we have two Gigas here. We have one with the stock toolhead but beacon because I'm not dealing with that machine without beacon, and then the other one with our full toolhead. So honestly, I will say is that the software that released for the public versus the software that released for the streamers and the YouTubers are two separate things. So the ones that was made for the streamers was doggy doo doo, and the one that went to customers is actually pretty not terrible to say the least. It's way better than before and it's actually usable. So the Kraken is not necessarily as needed as it was before. When I came over. So I could do a video on that. The Kraken, as I said in what Joel and I put together, but just never came out, is that the Kraken is actually overbuilt. It's the Kraken is not what the Giga needs. The Giga needs like Octopus Pro at best. Let's see. It's underbaked as opposed to, yeah, it's underbaked. Like I continue to absolutely hate so this screen is nice. Okay, this is nice. I like it seems to be not garbage, but I really wish that they would contribute it back and then make it usable for everybody. So like Pantheon in Canada in Vancouver, um, they contribute backwards when they write stuff for Clipper, but no one else does. So Max, gotcha the tube on my Giga and 2 Rat Rig V3.1. Thank you very much for the support. I hope they're doing well for you. I can't say that I'm going to tube this hot end, but we probably will Pika it. And the reason for that is that Pika, the support structure for it is just infinitely more adaptable than the tube is, just from the nature of the tube. Tube only comes in certain sizes, versus the Pika, we can make whatever arbitrary shape we want. So that's really the big part of it. Nick, some of them use weird old forks of Clipper too, which makes it difficult. Yep. They need to stop that. Everybody just needs to stop that garbage. Like at least the Ella Magoo Centauri, that has its own firmware, like just period. Like it's just its own stuff. And that's far better in my opinion than hacking up Clipper and then making it useless for everybody else. I don't know. I'm excited for Digital Dragons at Super. Yeah, me too. Me too. The world needs more tube. The world needs more Pika. The machine behind me here is meant to take care of that. So that's the goal. All right, we are getting near the end. We have 0 minutes left on the timer thing. We're doing the smokestack. Plans for a Pika XL for other machines that are less space constrained than the Bamboo. Yes, yes, actually. So the plus four is a great example. So the current plus four is is rated for 350C on the hot end. It has an actively heated chamber and all that kind of stuff, right? So what we're planning on is a Pika for the plus four that'll be the same 350C rating because of the heater. So it'll be PTC heater. It'll be more. Um, it'll be more melt zone still, more support, fin nozzle, all that kind of stuff, but it's not going to be an extreme melt zone. And then actually, we're going to do a Pika Pro for the plus four as well, which will have an extended melt zone. It'll have a higher wattage non-PTC heater, so we'll be able to go to full 500 degrees Celsius, and you'll have a significantly longer melt zone, like a tube air size melt zone that'll still be ceramic. And so we're going to do that. And then that'll be kind of what we're planning on for that space. Pika for rat rig, Pika for rat rig may or may not be a thing. There's other projects that might be better for rat rig. You're in 70C now for the P4. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like we'll do a Pika for sure that'll surpass it. So like our temperature ratings are non-existent. Like we make the Pika with the same materials as the tube. So the copper is rated for 500 degrees Celsius all day. Like that's not a big deal. The heat break is as well. So like the copper over here. So you see the bin of copper over there, or the big rack of copper. That is the copper for actually Pika, and that's the identical copper as the tube. So like we can do high temperature all day. It really comes down to the heaters and to the thermistors. So yeah, and we have it. So this is very obviously input shaped to Kingdom coming back. So there are, there's no goddamn way that I'm going to be able to share like this with this camera and this lighting. But so the overall shape seems fine, but we are definitely doing some very suspicious stuff around all the edges. Like it's both, yeah, not we'll see what happens if we slow this down for sure. Um, okay, but yeah, for rat rig, honestly, the tube air as a minimum is a good match for rat rigs. Tube conduction is even better match, especially with the 500C. Like I would love, or not 500C, the longer melt zone, 52 millimeter melt zone. So I would love to put a conduction length melt zone in this machine here as well. It's just a matter of how do I package it, because you need the melt zone in order to properly fill the volume with zero point 0.6 and above. Definitely the Pico would go hotter. They just released second gen P4s with the nozzles up to 20C. Yeah, yeah, we break so many hot ends on the. We love our like plus fours. We love them. Like they're great. But the hot ends are just such fragile garbage. Very frustrating. H2D nozzles as well from Rossmann. Yes, we do have. I started designing it. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get it out. Some of the copper there is actually meant for testing it, so we'll see. We'll see. So Benchy, it made plastic boat. It is not a perfect plastic boat. I am displeased with the walls. Like, not very cool. Extrusion quality looks fine, but they're definitely smoking something. So definitely a better candidate for larger nozzle and slowing down. Noah C, HUD nozzle back compatible with A1, right? Yep, that's exactly right. They'll be compatible all the way down to the A1, all the way up to the H2D Pro. Hotend, is that fragile? I've been trying some new nozzles a bit more robust than actual TI heat break. Yep, exactly. Nick. So since you like Kitty Hotend so much, are you gonna go ceramic heat break and tube? No, I don't like the Kitty Hotend. I like the Kitty printer. The printers are fantastic. Like they're great. We slap a beacon in them and they just chooch. Other than when the hot end breaks. So yeah. So yeah, we got a boat. Not really pleased with the quality, but I'll take pictures and share it, assuming I don't lose it and break it immediately. But yeah, cheaty, yes. I have no idea. Cheaty, weedy, meaty. Yeah, I don't know. No, I have no idea. Mark Spalding, yeah, I agree. I have 9, Keedy +4, Cheaty +4, Max 3, and +3, all great in my shop with better hot ends for sure. Yeah, I think that if if I figure out how to make this thing really sing, that we are gonna solve all of the hot end issues on all these printers for sure. Like, and we should have the ability to produce as many hot ends as y'all want. Because if you guys really need more, I'll just buy another machine at that point. So I know customer definitely loves some HTTP because yeah. Because the thing is, I was worried with the H2D before is that I wouldn't be able to improve it enough. But after taking a look at it, whew, yeah, we'll get it. So Noah, they do have the Pro comes with tungsten carbide nozzles now. So you can buy Pro hot ends from Bamboo themselves if you choose. Whew. Honestly, I haven't read the release because I figured there's some info already. Yep, that makes sense. All right. So with that, um, I've done everything that I wanted to do there. Um, if y'all want, we can take a little bit and I can try to get a part off the Swiss, but otherwise I'm just gonna close off the stream. I appreciate everybody showing up and who came in for a little bit or came through the whole time to watch me. I think this should save and hopefully should be able to watch it for the future users or whatever. I think this will be a good machine. Definitely got to slow it down. Or tighten the belts or something. I mean, these belts, we'll see. I'll play around with it. But for the price, I ain't mad. I mean, I definitely want an enclosure, but I mean, we'll just laser cut that ourselves. Um, and yeah, all right. With that, I'm going to sign off for the night. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and have a good night. All right, peace.